Heads of state, you already know what it is. Also 1,000 Shah, also 500 Barak Yalla. You understand? Every Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Salakia for the late start. Technical difficulties. You already know the oppressor is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of. We have Cap, Hadar, and also Laban jumping in. Shalom Wanyam, y'all can hear us.
Most of Chris.
Lord Christ, can y'all hear me?
Khan.
Most High Christ, man. It's Tuesday, man. We got the heads of state jumping off, my niggas, man. LeBron in the building. You know what I'm saying? Clap it up for the Lord. Show you wine. Barack Yalla. Glad to see you, brothers, man. Where are the at?
Adiyar on standby, waiting for Officer Adiyar.
The Warrior. Get a Warrior up in here, too, if y'all could. You know what I'm saying? The best pack podcast coming up out of this zone right here. You understand that we going over these current topics, breaking them down to let you know what the Lord think about it. Barack Yalla, what we got up first, brother?
Karawakan. Salakia, sir. With the green screen, we can't see you.
Take it off.
We got
Ain't really
first.
rocking with all that green screen. No way, Yashaman. Let's take it off, brother.
So, like, let me just share my screen.
What?
Akon.
So Akon opens up about his polygamous marriages and why he feels it's right for him.
Not only is it right for him, it's right for the majority of brothers that I know.
Right.
I don't know too many men that only been with one woman. When you understand the importance of sex, you understand and how it brings life and it also takes life. You ain't gonna find one man that understands how important sex is that only been with one woman. Once again, so once you have sex with a woman, she is yours until you die. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And any brother that is halfway decent looking and got a little bit of money is gonna have a bunch of women trying to cling to him. So definitely, man, one woman and multiple wives, that's the new thing on the earth, man. Our culture as Israelites is exploding on the earth today.
That's correct.
You understand? And you can't get around it. So this African saying that, polygamous is the lifestyle for him, I'm not surprised. All it is a man being a man and not being ashamed to say what he's been doing his whole life.
That's right.
And that's what time it is for most brothers, man. You know you've been with more than one woman. You know you got more than one woman outside that wife that you put a ring on it. You understand? You know it's more than one. Stop lying. When you lie, that's when it's considered cheating.
That's right.
You understand? When you're hiding and sneaking out the house, that's cheating.
Man, that's such a heavy point.
You know what I'm saying?
That the cheating is the lie. Because and I think all women know in their heart that they don't have enough to please a man. You know what I'm saying? In his entirety of what he required for pleasure, right? So, and it ain't even just pleasure, Sloppy.
Yeah.
It's so many other facets that that multiple wives and multiple communication with those wives bring to the table, man. You know what I'm saying? Think about, you know what I'm saying, and think about the proof that we always bring out. That like if it took women to repopulate the earth, man, it'd take 1,000,000 damn years.
Here's every point.
But you put one man on the earth,
right?
Man, he could build, a nation in a matter of, several years.
There's brothers out here, man. You can look up the stories. Brothers got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 kids. You got to wait on a woman to have one baby a year.
One baby.
If your goal is to populate the earth and be fruitful, like the scriptures tell you to, you being fruitful with that one woman, it's gonna take you 8 to 10 years to get them kids. You understand?
To get 8 babies, it's gonna take you 10 years.
And Lord willing, you got the health for it.
Right. But one man, man, with 10 women, man, could make, a gang of babies.
And right. So
So
go
like
ahead, read the story. Let me hear it, brother.
that notion,
Okay.
that a man got to just, just be beheld to just one woman, man, is so old and outdated. And Akon on the point, like it actually, to your point, man, we the one put this out there in the earth. Everybody now is
Ah,
grabbing onto it. It's like,
ah.
Akon is opening up about his personal life and in a rare and candid way giving fans a clearer look at how his polygamous marriages are structured. While the singer has long been open about practicing polygamy, his latest comment revealed just how much order and intention goes into making it work. It's like, so if I may, just out on what Akon is trying to bring out, really, because I have to go over the article. Akon is not necessarily even doing it the right way, where his quote unquote first wife is like the queen, and she it's more so centered around her, and she makes it work basically. Some just to
Yeah,
paraphrase.
he really running it like a brothel.
right.
You understand? That's really what he
Yeah,
doing. A harem, a brothel. She is his what they call in the world a bottom bitch,
madam, son.
a madam. You understand? That's really what he doing because he doesn't have our culture. He doesn't have our laws. He doesn't fully understand how to operate, in this dynamic. But what he's saying is something that all men, except for the filthy caveman, does. Everybody on the planet, every nation on the planet is known for having more than one woman, except for Fred Flintstone. You
Salaki,
understand?
so if I could,
Go ahead, Op.
just to add to what you're saying, right? I had this queued up. It says the Roman Empire was the primary historical civilization that structurally entrenched legal monogamy.
They did what?
That structurally entrenched legal monogamy.
That's it. Go ahead.
Kawakan. While many pre-modern empires like the Persian, Chinese, and Ottoman empires permitted polygamy or concubinage for elites, the Romans rigidly required one legal wife at a time.
That's what it was. Now, is he gonna get into the breakdown as to why? Because I know you're curious to know to know why they did this,
Exactly.
why this was a must. All right, they had to enforce this and say is one because of their past and how they began to take women. Give me the red, and also the fact that they were known to be with men.
Right.
So they say, "Damn, you got to at least take one woman."
Right.
So they enforced that they be with one woman because of what you see happening today. Their population, their birth rate was falling. You understand? So they needed to enforce something to make sure that men married women because they would just be happy to be with another man. You can look it up. We've done the research on this. They say it's better to be with a man because a woman doesn't understand you. That's what they said. These are quotes that I'm getting from, the Romans themselves during that time. You understand? The people they looked up to, their authors. You understand? So that's a heavy point. Go ahead, Barack Gallo.
Kawakan. I do have a clip queued up as well, but if you want me, I could still go in the article.
Go ahead, brother.
Kawakan.
Queued up.
Speaking on the We Need to Talk podcast, Akon explained that his household is built on clear rules, communication, and a defined hierarchy. At the center of it all is his first wife, who holds the highest position in the family. She's the highest ranking.
Salaki, I ain't hear you, brother. Salaki. Say it again if you could.
Karawakan. Speaking on the We Need to Talk podcast, Akon explained that his household is built on clear rules, communication, and a defined hierarchy, where at the center of it all is his first wife, who holds the highest position in the family.
Yeah, this Nature Boy. Y'all seen that Nature Boy
Mhm.
documentary on Hulu?
He's wild.
Stupid
Didn't he
Africans
just-
Nature Boy.
Didn't he just have a divorce by this one? Didn't the queen just divorce him?
No.
And he got all his money in his mama name, or was that fake? Was that AI or something? I saw.
Y'all
I
go
believe he
look it
just
up.
went through some divorce.
Y'all go look it up. But the way he got it structured is insane, and you're inviting trouble in your marriage. Now, many men do this on the earth, but there's only one way to do it right, and that's following the Bible. You understand? If you want to know how to be married, you want to know how to love your brother, your wife, your kids, you have to go to the main source, which is the Bible. You understand? So the way he got his structure is stupid as hell. And like LeBron said, more than likely, she has already left him. All right. The queen of what? Shut up and sit down and get my back. You understand? You giving her all that power. Now she gonna end up trying to rule over you.
Right. And I believe she tried to take half his money, but it came out that he only had like maybe $1,000 that was his, and everything else was in his mama's name.
Because he knew it was gonna happen.
He knew
Right.
it. He was
He
prepared.
knew that was coming.
God.
Go ahead, Barack Yalla.
Kawa Khan. Just out on what Laban is referring to, it says the rumors about Akon keeping his money in his mother's name stem from a viral 2025 story surrounding his divorce. When his wife of 29 years, Tamika Tiam, filed for divorce, sought $100 million.
Is the queen?
The queen, Salakia, the woman king.
The woman king? That's funny.
It says court investigations reportedly discovered that Akon only had 10 grand in his personal bank account.
Yeah. He was preparing.
Man, this African is rebuilding Africa right now.
He is.
And he said he only got 10 grand in his account because he knew what was about to happen.
Yep. He was an employee. His mother was the real owner of all his businesses, including his music career. So she got the money while he was paid a salary. So when she filed divorce, she's thinking that Akon got $300 million, but really, he worked for $40 an hour.
Yeah,
through his mama.
You take this 5,000 and get out my face.
That's right.
Go ahead, Barack Yalla.
Kawa Khan, I got the clip queued up as well. Salakia.
Go ahead, brother.
Salakia, I'm not quite sure why I won't play the clip, but the brother is basically been asked, can you have, at 38 years old, are you tawab, or are you okay with just one partner? He said, hell no, never. I need 5 wives.
Look at that. Look at that. Why you out here that's fighting what you know is already happening and what you're already living? You're gonna be the minority and left without a man.
That's right.
That's what's gonna happen. All right. This lifestyle, what we call biblical marriage, is thriving on the earth. And it's been thriving on the earth before you knew it and could explain what it was. And if you stick to the way of your oppressor, his way of marriage, you're going to be left without a man.
That's right.
You could look up. There is more women than men on the planet. If we all stuck to one woman, one man, there are going to be so many women without a husband.
That's right.
Without a father. You understand?
Not as long as I'm on the earth. I'm here.
You gonna handle that shit?
They have somebody to love.
That's correct. That's not fair.
It's not fair. What the brother say? It's not fair that you should have to live your life by yourself.
I knew Yash would get a kick out of that. This big player. Look at this.
You come in here, man. You come in here to like school UBK, man. We gonna get you a man.
That's right, sis.
And your mama taught you how to share, so use those skills.
That's right.
You understand? Go ahead,
38. At 38, do you see yourself as a one-woman man?
I will never commit to one woman. I only believe in committing into multiple. I want a poly relationship with over 5 women under the same roof.
How do you get a woman to commit to you
the
being in a
same
poly
roof?
relationship?
Listen, he asking for a little bit of trouble right there now.
A lot of
I ain't saying you should do that now.
shit.
If you got them all under one roof, hide the knives. All right.
Right. And the period synchronized.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the
Right.
brother said, the period synchronized in the house, but I know this for a fact.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? I got a house with a woman and 3, 4, 5 daughters.
Yeah, man.
They come on, they cycle around the same time.
And you got to get the hell out of that place,
Listen,
don't you?
listen. Only through the mercy and power of the Most High that I'm able to survive. You understand?
Man.
You see so many attitudes in
Lord
that
be
house
with
at
you,
one
son.
time.
God.
You hear me? It's only because I'm the father
Right.
that I can survive in there. Now imagine having 5 wives
Mm.
in there that you don't know is not your equal and or even above you, because Akon calling them queens.
Right.
Damn.
You done built them up to call them queens. What they act like on their cycle, man? Man, hide the knives, the guns, the
Right.
BB
They
guns,
your authority.
the rubber bands. Yeah, I was in middle school. I know how to pop you with a rubber band, puck your goddamn eye out. Hide everything in that house if that's what he trying to do. So lock it. We ain't telling y'all to do
Right.
that nonsense. They are all married to you. They are not married to each other.
That's right.
They
Right.
don't have to be friends. They don't got to like each other.
Nope.
Those are your wives, your property, and that's biblical right there. So that's why I said Akon and his brother, they understand that this way of life is the way to go. They just don't know how to do it properly.
That's right.
And that's why you got to come in here and learn our culture.
You know what I heard to your point. I was talking to an authentic African, and I mentioned to him that I had multiple wives, and I said, "Man, I thought that was your culture." And he was like, "Man, that's the old way. They didn't become what you just say, sir?
They Christian.
Christians now. They didn't just forego their culture and just embrace Christianity to the point where they don't even believe in multiple wives anymore. The fact that Akon is showcasing it actually proves that Africa is largely following Christianity.
Christianity is the number 1 religion on the planet, and that go for all you stupid black niggas that think y'all leaving America and going back to Africa. Guess what? You leaving Christianity and going to Christianity.
That's right.
You
The
understand?
worst form of Christianity.
Right. Go ahead, Barack Yalla.
Kyle, we could move on to the next story. I don't want.
Go ahead, brother.
Also, Adiyar joining us as well. Shalom. I don't
You
know.
got out the building, man. Lord Christ, huh?
Hey, shalom, Adawan, Yam Wa'akim, Yahbashim Yoshabrak, Salak, I'm saying,
Salaki, this is kind of a crazy one. I don't want. Apparently, in China, there's a trend where they're using Natasha dolls as stress relief toy.
Natasha, is that what you said?
Kawakan.
Good night. Good night. Go ahead.
But the problem is the dolls they're using as stress relief toys are black dolls.
Black dolls. So stress toys. What is that? Explain that to me.
It's like a stress ball. Salaki. It's gonna damn like a stress ball one, or a punching bag basically.
Yeah. So stress. So when you get upset, you punch this thing. You squeeze it. You throw it.
Karawakan. That's exactly what it is. I got the clip right here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Salaki. I don't know why he's doing this.
Call it a stress doll. Problem is, it's black people. It's
a stress relief toy. And the mukbang black baby, they eat those. Check it out with your own eyes.
Hell.
Videos featuring a stress relief toy nicknamed Natasha are going viral online and sparking major controversy. The doll resembles a small black baby, and in many clips, users squeeze it, stomp on it, throw it, and even run it over for content. The videos are usually framed as jokes or stress relief, and the trend has spread quickly across social media. What caught people's attention is that these toys come in multiple colors, yet the trend seems heavily focused on this specific pornographic version of the doll. That immediately made some viewers uncomfortable. As the clip spread
Come
online,
on, man, stop. Look at this right here. Where we look where we live at. Look at the world we live in today.
You remember I told you, Cap? I'm going out there with a couple white baby dolls with nooses around their necks.
We do it now.
You hear me?
We do it now.
Con.
Listen, this is the world we live in today. Now imagine doing this to a so-called small hat. You know the outrage that would happen if you get a big stupid hook nose and put it on the dial and step on it. You know the outrage that would happen. You understand? If you get a so-called Edomite Esau baby and do the same thing. This is the importance, and it shows you we have no representation because we are not yearn and run to their culture and separate from ours, our people, everything. They feel they could do anything to us. And we'll still have black people trying to join this place when you see all the nations on this earth hate your guts. It's in Psalms 83. We read Psalms 83 every Sabbath, you know, in some of our classes before the end of the classes, because the Lord told us that these nations would take crafty counsel against us. They conspire against us. They hate us. And no matter how many classes we do, how many times we tell y'all come up against us. Y'all want the oppressor to be in our kingdoms, in our households, you understand, in our daily lives. When they show you, they don't want to be a part of us. They want to step on us.
And just think about how diabolical that is, right? Like black people are victims of, you know, a Holocaust way worse than the small hats, man. You know, we've been pushed throughout the earth and enslaved and raped and robbed, and our culture has been stolen away from us. We have no nation. Everything that we do is in support, like we brought out earlier, is support and honor of other people. And despite that, we still are the most hated on the planet Earth. You would create a doll, and your stress relief is to abuse black people, black babies. Think about how diabolical and monstrous that is, man, and demonic that is for people who have already done a horrible injustice to another people to continue to want to abuse them.
How much do you got to step on us?
Good night, man.
We've been your slaves. We fought in your wars. We've been the best practitioners of your religions, man. You understand? We
more than we love ourselves,
that's
man.
Heavy.
How much more do you need from us?
We partaking in everything that you say in your religions. We wear the karate suits. We want to be the ninjas. We want to look at the Wu-Tang Clan.
Right.
We want to be you. We want to take on your culture as much as possible and neglect ours. And you step on us. You make dolls with the nigger noses. You seen the wide noses, the JJ Evans nose. You understand? You make the dolls that specifically look like us, so you can continue to step on us and degrade us. How long do we go through this and we say we still want to join to you?
Right.
The Lord is showing us that we got to separate. And no matter how much they do, we still fight to join them. You understand? 1 second, brother. Think about, what was it, like a year ago when Gucci made something. You understand?
And they made Gucci made a black face with it was some depiction, but it was a sweater or something with a black face on it. And then Mayweather went into the Gucci store and just brought out the whole damn store.
Look at that. Hey, Shalom, little Christ. Look at Tommy Hilfiger saying, I don't make clothes for y'all. What's this here, brother? This Gucci?
That's the one.
Wakanda, sir.
This is a blackface outfit. Look how much, man. We are the most disrespected people on the planet. And then you go through Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, it tells you we would be that. That's one of the curses that God put on us. And we still fight to say that you know, we are not God's chosen people. We Christians, and we everything that the nation wants us to be. It's time for us to wake up, man. Come out of these places, man. Like the scripture say in Revelations, come out of her. Stop joining yourself to these people. Look at these people with Down syndrome got the nerve to step on you. Go ahead, Yash. You want to say something?
Them Asians.
Asians, Down syndrome.
Yeah.
That's who's stepping. That's who made the stress dolls.
The Asians did that.
Yeah, these people, you can clearly see they got Down syndrome.
You clearly see that. The only people, everybody else symmetrical. And then they born, they can't even, the babies, like think about dogs. Dogs can barely see when they born. These babies, man, Asian babies born, their eyes are shut. They so malformed.
Listen, man, people with confidence, like, listen, man, we can crack unlimited jokes on you, stupid slants. Salaki, man. I'm not supposed to be saying that
was clean
for podcast. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
That was clean, stupid slants. I think that was.
You know what I mean? Jokes I could crack on these people with Down syndrome, and they got enough nerve to try to make fun of my people. This is crazy, man. But yet you won't see no outrage from our communities about this story. Josh, go ahead.
This right here shows you how inhumane these other nations really are. Because this right here is supposed to be a stress reliever. You pick up this doll that's supposed to actual human. You picking that up, you squeezing it, running it over, all these things. That just shows you how inhumane you really are.
You relieve stress to destroy another nation, specifically ours. You understand? That's how they relieve their stress. Remember, man, we talked about it in class earlier. They made postcards for lynching black people. And they sent it to their people and said, you missed it or you should have been here. You understand? It was newspaper articles inviting people to come down to the lynching of our people. We have always been their stress relievers. You understand? After a lynching, man, during, before, and after, it would burn a brother and then pull his ears off before they burnt him. Pull his limbs off before they burnt him, then burn him alive.
They went to their groin too.
And then put their groins in a jar and put the jar in the storefront.
They went at that first.
Come on, man.
They don't like to say that part though.
Come on,
first
man.
Thing they was enamored with the growing of a black man back then, man. The anatomy of black women. And those the parts that they wanted. Those were the most sought out parts, believe it or not.
We balls, fight to join to these people, man.
Your breasts, your balls, they mutilated us, man. They're straight up monsters, man.
Cutting babies out of stomachs, man. Feeding us to alligators. This has always been going on from the other nations, man. Think about our people that come to us when we doing the street speaking at camp and say, I ain't never been a slave.
Right.
I ain't never been in captivity. And you have these things going on today. You understand? We have always been on the bottom, and we're going to stay on the bottom until we come back to our law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Our power, our book, which is the Bible, our culture, our people. The Lord is showing you that you got to stick together, man. We got to love each other, man, because these other people that we trying to love clearly don't love us. Go ahead, Barack Geller.
Okay. So, like, I just wanted to add on one. One of the craziest part is this. These people then end up coming to America and Canada and get things like the Stop Asian Hate Crime Bill because we marched for it. And this is what we get in return. They make dolls that represent us. And just like you said, Officer Laban said, right? Their stress relief is to destroy our nation specifically. Like I have a document about slavery in the French colonies. The atrocities that the French did to us was not just to break our spirit, but it was for entertainment. Salaki, I don't want.
Keep going.
Salaki, I don't want, if I may. Like, despite them doing this, like we have islands like Haiti. Right now, there's a lot of Haitians that think like if those Chinese take over, you understand, Haiti will be better. Meanwhile, this is the real mind state of those Asians. Salaki.
We have a couple more things. Salakia. This one says a white supremacy gathering held in Shawinigan, Quebec sparks backlash. I think we spoke about that as well, where Canadians are going to Texas to train for a race war, and now they're waving banners that says, I remember a white Quebec. I think there's a clip that goes with it.
If I could on that, just on the same topic of, that doll and what they're doing right here, it's like those small hats, they organized right after, I think it was World War II, and they made organizations specifically, to stand up for Jewish people's rights. And we saw something like, a couple of years ago with what happened with Kyrie Irving. That brother couldn't even post a link to a book. You know what I mean? That was so offensive to their community. They find that brother millions of dollars. You know what I mean? The Chinese do something similar where, they'll never portray themselves in a certain light, in movies. You know what I mean? And it's because something Capadar touched on, like they gather together. They come together, you know what I mean? And they stand up for their people. They stand up for their nation. You know what I mean? They would never allow something like this to go on. Commanding General Yohana was a perfect example. When he was, we had a flyer saying he was going to cross the border, come to Toronto. You know what I mean? But Benai Brith was like, hell no. Don't let them across the border and speak what they're going to speak, because that was offensive to them. And they gathered together and fought for that. You know what I mean? We got to gather together as a nation, come together, and we got to fight against, allowing people to portray us in a certain light, because this has always been going on. You know what I mean? See how they portray us in the movies, how we portray ourselves on the rap videos, you know what I mean? This different music, you know what I mean? All over social media. We got to come together and ban that shit. You know what I mean? We got to stand up and say, I'm not watching, BET. You know what I mean? We're not supporting that garbage where we're going to see our women dress half naked and shake their ass. You know what I mean? We got to gather together, which is exactly what we do in the ISUPK. And last point, you know what I mean? I remember a couple of years ago, there was some garbage that happened at a hotel, you know what I mean, at a UPK event. One brother said, you know what I mean, get on that Google review and put a bad review in for how the hotel dealt with us. And I saw thousands of brothers come together and put comments to tear that hotel down. You know what I mean? That's true brotherhood. You only see that in the ISUPK. You only see it in the UPK, where we stand up for our people and say, we're not going to allow this garbage to stand. Salakia.
God. Move to this one. So again, this one, it says, white supremacy gathering held in Shawinigan, Quebec sparks backlash. And a group that done it happens to be the Second Sons, a white supremacist group based in Canada. Some of them that goes to train in Texas, getting ready for a race war. Salakia.
No, Salakia. I just want to know, are they on the Southern Poverty Law list?
No.
That's what I need to know.
Let me know. Hell no, Yash, and that's what I mean. Like they don't even want. They won't let 6 Negroes gather on a corner and say that we're the real Jews. They won't let that happen in Canada. They're passing bills right now. I see Officer Adia constantly posting those new laws on free speech and this and that. They damn near just banned the Bible inside of Canada. You know what I mean? They're passing out fines to us when we're on the corner holding camp, saying that Blacks, Hispanics, and Indigenous should love each other, saying that we should put down the drugs. You know what I mean? That we should come together and recognize who we are. They won't allow that, but they'll allow, white people to gather together and, put up nooses and say we hate Black people and whatever nonsense, because they're hypocrites, and it shows the hatred that they have for us. Salakia.
Just to answer Yash's question, it says, Yes, the Canadian white supremacist and militant group Second Sons, also known as Second Sons Canada, is tracked by organization that monitor extremism. The SPLC, Southern Poverty Law Center, identified them as an anti-government extremist group upholding white supremacy in North America. That's it. They better be, you know. They out
I'm
here.
shocked. I'm honestly shocked.
I mean, they're out here with banners talking about. I remember a white Quebec. That's what it says in French. I remember when Quebec was white.
And Slovakia, you know what I'm saying? When was Quebec white anyway? Like not just Quebec, any part of Canada, any part of the US, it was never all white. You know what I'm saying? This is not a white man land. You know what I'm saying? You stole this land, man. It's like white people got such a nerve and be like, well, you know what? We colonized this. These people don't matter. This is our land now. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? You stood on people. You killed people. You unalive people, rape people. You know what I'm saying? Did atrocities on these people. You know what I'm saying? And it was never all white. So what you talking about? A white Quebec? Quebec belongs to those, you know what I'm saying, native, to the Mohawks. It's a lot, yeah.
That's that boastful attitude that the Bible prophesies. And it's so funny because we had an Edomite at camp on Saturday trying to differentiate Canada from America. It don't matter if you an Edomite from Canada or America. All of y'all is devils. You understand that?
Right.
Y'all all got that boastful attitude, and it don't matter where across the earth you are. It follows.
Real quick, where it says the Second Sons are widely described as a white nationalist group linked to accelerationist ideology. I'm not sure if anyone is familiar with it, but they're the ones who would start riots set up by the tree ledger agencies. They will start an event to speed up a race war, basically. That's what it is, accelerationist. They want it to happen tonight. So that's their job. They're trying to start it. And especially with individuals like, what's his name again? Chud. The Chud, the Batsy boy and them, right? Like they're gonna say, yo, he tried to start a race war. Really, there's agents put in place like the Second Sons that are actually doing things to start this division and to try and make what they say, make America great again, make Quebec white again, and stuff like that, right? So don't be surprised if something starts in your city and the CIA is involved, the FBI is involved, the RCMP, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police is involved. They're the one with the face mask at these rallies. Lock it.
And you see, they're not even trying to hide it. It was an article that came out that said the FBI came to talk to Chud the Builder for hours. Now, what could they possibly be talking about? Think they talking about Uno, nigga? No.
God. There any more on the story, Barack?
No, that was it. We can move on to the next one. Slovakia. This one is crazy. This one, I think there was a video on this one, and the generals touched on it on Blackwatch when it happened. It says guard gets maximum sentence in fatal beating of inmate in state prison in Oneida County. The craziest part about this is that when he was caught on video, he was caught dapping up other officers while the victim died. See if I get into the article.
Yeah, that was diabolical. You know what I mean? Like they having a little celebration after they beat the man. You know what I mean? Which, it really shows you, what they're trained to do. You know what I mean? It shows you the type of character that gets hired inside of these prisons. You know what I mean? We had a brother in this school, who used to be in those prisons, and he was like, I got to get out of there. You know what I mean? Because he understood the hatred that they had towards our people. He understood the culture of the culture and the spirit that they had of these people. And he beats a man to death. You sitting there celebrating over it. You know what I mean? Like these people wake up every day and they cannot wait for your black ass to get out of order. You know what I mean? They are looking for a reason to slam your face into a wall. You know what I mean? And when they do it, they celebrate.
Khan. We could get into the article. Says, I don't know how you pronounce it. Utica, New York. A judge Wednesday sentenced a former New York State correction officer to 25 years in state prison for the beating death of an inmate last year. Jonna Levi. Come on, they would pronounce him Jonna Levy. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a small hat.
Damn.
He said, who was a guard at the Mid-State Correctional Facility in Oneida County, was one of several guards who hit Messiah Nantwi with their fists, batons, and boots 69 times, including 15 blows to his head, according to courtroom testimony. Our oppressor is truly the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of. What do you mean?
Right.
You get hit 69, 59 times with kicks with blows to the head. You know, you get hit with boots, baton, and fist. You understand? And if we go down to the article, because the article is diabolical, right? I think he stomped him on his head multiple times. Him personally stomped him on his head multiple times. And then the body cam showed that he was dapping up other officers like, hey, Mosiah in Christ, we did a good job once again. Because you could clearly tell this is not a first occurrence on how they treated a brother like that. Salakia.
And if I may, you know what I'm saying, like this is why we have prison programs for brothers, you know what I'm saying, in the prison. We don't want you to be in there, man. You know what I'm saying? We love you enough, you know what I'm saying? We'll go to the prison, you know what I'm saying, to teach you not to go back to the prison, man, because you know what? Your enemy is the damn devil, the Bible speaks, man. And we tired of listening to these stories where our brothers, our people get abused in the prison system, man. Get out of the prison, man. Get out of the life of crime, man, and come join the UPK, man. It's a lot.
That's right.
You have
I'm in.
Nah, I just want to know what the brother did to deserve 69 beats on the back of the head with a baton. All that. I hope it's not all that for missing cafeteria. Like, come on, man. Like, it had to be a valid reason, which I know it's not, because it's the oppressor we talking about. You don't need a reason to beat on a Israelite.
Yeah, that's a deep-rooted hatred, Yash. You know what I mean? Like you have to have some real hatred for somebody, you know what I mean, to beat them to death. You know what I mean? Could you imagine stomping on someone's head 50 times, 40 times? You know what I mean? You get a fight on the street, you know, you might hit him, like you might stomp on his head once or twice, you know what I mean? Make sure the man's down, but goddamn. You're gonna sit there like you a psychopath. You know what I mean? You look up the definition of a psychopath. You know what I mean? They're the people who are able to do things like this. You know what I mean? I can't, there's a specific medical term for it. You know what I mean? But you look up that medical term and you'll see that there's something wrong, you know, with these white people. You know what I mean? There's something mentally unstable with them. They've recorded all throughout history, you know, the different Roman emperors and things like that. And they were all like, there's something different about these people. They're so bloodthirsty, so blood hungry. You know what I mean? And when it comes to your black ass doing something wrong, you know, you're going to see some evil. You're really going to see the devil on this earth come out. Go ahead, Hadawab. I think you were saying something.
So like, you know how the average brother, you know how the average brother at one of those institutions, they looking for a rank raise or a new position or a raise of some sort. But the devils, man, they be looking to get an opportunity to kill a brother in them system, man. That's what they look forward to.
Damn right. And just to add on what y'all said, basically, what y'all said, what did he do to deserve this? He was just born. He was just breathing.
God
You
damn.
understand? Because even then, they said he apologized in the court for the treatment that he administered to that brother. He apologized to the family. Of course, you're gonna feel. What criminal does not feel remorseful in a courtroom, knowing that you're gonna face 25 to life? You jumped on his head 15 times. Your body cam is showing you joking about the beating that you administered to that brother. and you're dapping up other officers. Our oppressor is truly the devil the Bible speaks of, meaning deceiver. What do you mean? We know you're not sorry. You're waiting for an opportunity to do that to any brother or sister. Good night. We don't even know what y'all do to sisters. Y'all are just beating them. You understand? So at the end of the day, listen, don't listen to the words of every oppressor is remorseful when you bring up their crimes. Just like he claims to be remorseful in the court because he's bringing up his crime. The oppressor that you tell that his forefathers had yours in slavery will be sorry. He will say he's sorry, but he's truly not. Salaki.
69 times, man. That is not a crime of self-defense. Like Shariwan, he brought out earlier, you get in a street fight, you gonna hit the brother 1, 2, 3 times just to make sure you survive. You hit a nigga 69 times. That's not a crime of survival. That's a crime of disdain and hatred right there. That is insane. 69 times.
God,
That's just the baton hits. He stumped him out 15 times. Like, come on, man. Like,
if I could, Barack, check the private chat. I put a link to a video, and on that video, jump to around 40 seconds. You know what I mean? I just want to piggyback off what Hadawa was saying. You know what I mean? Like they're really looking for a reason, and they're looking for any reason to take out aggression on you. You know what I mean? Like this video right here, you see this brother get pulled out the car. It's just one example. You know what I mean? One live example. This happens to us all the time, which is why we damn near plead with brothers in the UPK. You know what I mean? Don't give the cops a reason, because they're looking for, any reason to pull a trigger on you. I think all the videos we see cops, putting 10 bullets in the man, you know what I mean, for holding a goddamn knife. You know what I mean? Do not give these devils a reason. You know what I mean? Put some value on your life. It is not worth it. You look at these cops the wrong way. You especially as a black man, we know, it's 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning. You don't want to get pulled over on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere where nobody's watching. You know what I mean? Like, you're giving them a goddamn reason. Keep the laws of the land. You know what I mean? You obey the laws of the land so that these devils don't get an opportunity to do something to you. You know what I mean? Especially you got loved ones, you got kids, you got wives, whatever it may be. Come home to protect those people. There's people who care about you, because you look at these bastards the wrong way, they're going to take your life. You know what I mean? If you could play that video real quick, Barack, it's just giving an example of what they do.
People may find it disturbing.
Can you call your supervisor? All right, go for it. Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle.
Yeah, that is William McNeil Jr.
Hey, Paul, you see what I'm saying, Hadawa? You give him any reason. What are you punching the man in the face for?
No reason.
You know what I mean? No reason. It wasn't necessary. They go out to pull that man out the car and beat his ass.
It's a lot. So this is very disturbing. I've actually been in a situation that's very similar to this right now.
Mm-hmm.
So like, Hadawa, we can't hear you.
I've actually been in a situation exactly similar to that situation right there.
Good night.
That's real disturbing for me to see. Definitely, as that being one of our brothers.
Listen, the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of. And just like the Bible says, listen, you're going to pay for the crimes of your forefathers. I pray you understand. As you should. You understand? Salakia.
Salakia, if I may, with the video that you just showed off, so Shaiwan, this bring me back to a part of the Bible, paraphrasing, of course, where it said, there shall be no might in thy hand. You see that brother, you know what I'm saying, like a victim, and no might. He can't fight those police officers, man, you know what I'm saying? He can't save his life, you know what I'm saying? He's just like this, man, you understand? This is why we tell you the Bible is true, and we live in this Bible right now, man. And the only solution that we have is to come back together, come back in this real truth, man. Otherwise, we will all be victim of these situations. And you know what I'm saying? Without God, without the, you know what I'm saying, the most I love and mercy, we'll die, you know what I'm saying? We'll die, you know what I'm saying, in these streets like dogs. But worse than dogs, because they care more about the dogs than the black man. So like
Khan. With that, anyone else want to chime in real quick before we clip it? Officer Shire one.
No, it's a while. That's an excellent podcast. Some good information we brought up. Yeah, I mean, Water for having me on the show.
Most High Christ. The water to y'all. Yash.
Nah, I don't got nothing. The water for y'all having me. Always a privilege hopping on with y'all. My Akim.
Nah, the water to you. Hadawab.
Definitely a privilege hopping on with you brothers. I appreciate you brothers having me on.
Yeah, Most High Christ. We appreciate y'all. You understand? It's always an honor to be there with the brothers. You understand? Captain Hadar, Officer Laban, Officer newly raised Officer 5000, the warrior. You understand? Officer Adiyar, Officer Shire 1. We had Officer Yashabayim joining us tonight. Officer Hadawab as well. We'll be back next Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all make it Israel. Like, share, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss some exclusives that we're going to get prepared for you. With that, shalom. We'll see you next week.
Shalom.
Check me out, dog. Roll the window up, man. The water. Ain't no better, dog, brother. The son of a king. I don't Balenciaga. I might just wear a collar. I might just wear the Pradas. But I'm thinking long term, so I might say the dollars. We ain't no better. I'm just being honest. I should've went to college, but I was thinking violence. This a one West world. We the fucking loudest. Break it down, we break ground. We don't break no damn promise. Let's get active, dog. Don't tell me how you feel about it. These cats saying too much. They ain't learn enough. You maxed out the first quarter. I'm still warming up. These niggas tossing up a brick. They can't score with us. Who gon' come against us? On the Lord with us. Them niggas riding for you. I hope they ride till they crash. Put my name in your mouth. I put my belt to your ass. I ain't running no race. I just hope that I last. All them niggas you look up to, I consider them trash. Only time you seen a leader was in Wayne hand. Niggas will dap you, then pop you with the same hand. I'm a main player. I stick to the game plan. He don't really fuck with you. That's your main man. You them niggas came through and made your city hot. Yep, said he in the field, but he really not. And I ain't casting no stone, I just let him rock. And that's the kind of story they gon' read about. But if it's war, it ain't no tapping out. Grip still heat, spit like a dragon mouth.